Okay, here's a little update on the bus. I got the pedal assembly done and put in. It's not 100% there yet, but let me give you a peek. So the pedal assembly itself is in. I'm sure you can't see it, but it's this piece of metal and goes down there, and you can maybe see some of it up in there. The clutch master cylinder is put in, and I discovered that the standard little reservoir tank actually fits on top of it inside the dash, and I think that the gauge cluster will be able to go in and not conflict with that just fine. However, if I need to, I have an external kit thing with a tube, with a tuber, so if I need to mount this like fucking here or some shit and run the tube down into the master for the reservoir, I can do that. But I think for now, just to get this bus on the road and out of his thing, you know, clutch fluids are not something that you change very often anyway, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there and bleed it there, and if I ever have to mess with it, I'll just take the gauge cluster out, which really, it's like, you know, a couple screws, a little bit of finger fucking around, and you know, not really the end of the world. Let's see, where's the pedal, the clutch pedal? Oh, here we go. So this I had to bend a little bit straighter. This little Z bend here, S bend, was a bit too far over, and actually, when in position, caused the pedal to, let's see, actually be an interference with the brake pedal. It was like over here on top of it. So I've already put some C-clamps and stacking plates and stuff to bend this over, because these two pedals are actually from F250. So the original bus pedal, brake pedal, was a lot wider, but what I'm gonna do is just cut the plates off, cut this weld off, and rotate it and tack it back on, get some new rubbers. But yeah, the brake pedal was too far over. It was conflicting with the gas pedal, so I bent that over a bit, and then I took the clutch pedal out and bent that over a bit, and I think we're looking pretty good now. The clutch pedal might need to get bent over a little bit more still. Yeah, I found out the doghouse actually fits over the transmission, so I'll only need to make some slight modifications to the doghouse. This fire retardant blocker noise barrier insert piece that goes mounts to the plastic, actually you can see right here where it was hitting the transmission, right there. Now with just the let me put this on my head, with just the plastic bit, without the fuck, what do I call that? I'm just gonna call it the fire retardant firewall piece. That lines up right about here where this purple line is. So all I need to do is really just fill in this area and try and get some of this floor stiffness back by making some kind of like overarching piece right here to weld into the floor. Really, I don't think we needed to cut this much out of the floor, but you know, hindsight is 20/20. So I'll have to hole saw a hole through my doghouse in the plastic bit and through the fire retardant piece. I'm gonna call that the sound barrier. So drill a hole through there, through the doghouse, and then the shifter will just stick up through, and there'll be a rubber boot going to the thing. You'll have to take these 4 10mm bolts out every time you want to pull the doghouse off, but hey, you know, not a big deal really. Here's the gauge cluster that's got to go back in. Pretty sure that's not going to conflict with the, maybe it will actually. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's how far I've gotten so far. Figured I'd give you a little update. The drive shaft is going to be a special video. Here's a little sneak peek. I'm going to talk about my laser alignment tool that I made, and switching from a single piece to a two piece. That's going to be a whole video series in and of itself. I'm going to try and go in depth as possible about how aligning drive shaft works, and the theory and the measurements and the stuff. There's some bits. So yeah, I'm getting pretty close. I need to figure out the wiring so that I can trick the ECU into thinking that the transmission, which used to be an automatic, is in neutral at all times, so that I can start it. I'm not going to worry about safety interlocks with the clutch being depressed in order to do the thing. My truck doesn't have that. You can crank the engine in any gear, clutch in, out, doesn't matter. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, so wiring, hydraulics, pedal welding shenanigans, floor welding shenanigans, doghouse cutting shenanigans, drive shaft. I think that's it. So yeah, there's a little update for you.